Hi guys, welcome back to the last week of July. We are finishing up our 2-month talk on confidence, and so we are wrapping it up with Paul's experiences in his letter in Philippians. I believe it's Philippians actually. In Romans, to encourage the church that nothing can separate us from God's love. Our verse is from Philippians to finish the race and all of that. So we are talking about nothing can separate us from God's love. So I wanted to just give you guys a heads up on one activity in small group time. I know some of you guys like movement games. Some of you prefer not to do that, and that's totally fine. But one of the options is a game with Fruit Loops. And so obviously Fruit Loops are many different colors. And so what you're going to do is you are going to take a handful of these and actually spill them out on the table or the floor, depending on what space you're using for your small group time. And you're going to assign a color to 2 groups of kids, or 3, however many you want to do. So if you want to break kids off into pairs and give them each a color, as many colors as are available. And the idea is that they have to pick up the straws only using their mouth. Let me attempt this, okay? So they have to pick it up and drop it in a cup. And so the idea is at the end, whoever has the most amount of colors in the cup will win the game. And so you're going to talk about how we separated the Fruit Loops and how lots of things are good separated. There's lots of things you can separate: oil and water, eggs, all those different types of things. But there's something that you can never separate, and that's the love of God from us. And so no one can ever take God away from us, and so nothing can separate us from His love. So it's just a little fun lesson to remind us of that. Alright, so that's an activity with Fruit Loops. Also, you guys have lots of great discussion questions this week. I would strongly encourage you in 4th and 5th grade to spend time in prayer and really stretch kids and put a little tension on them to begin to pray in a group setting. It can be overwhelming and something that kids are nervous about at first. Many adults are nervous about it. Maybe it's something that you don't feel super comfortable with, but I would really strongly encourage you to practice it in your small group time, because that is where community and growth happen in relationships, when we're just on the same page, reaching out to God. So just, encourage them to say one line, one word even. But this week there's a lot of good questions in the prayer time, like, why does Jesus matter to you? How could God use you? What happens when you trust yourself more than God? I mean, these are great questions. So I read over them before the services this weekend and really challenge yourself to think through these answers, and then really have a time of prayer. And I know sometimes it can be a challenge. I really do. I'm in a group almost every service, so I get it. But I think the more that we work towards this, the stronger our relationships are going to be. So thank you guys for your faithfulness and for stepping out and doing something that sometimes is hard. Your reward is definitely eternal. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns or anything, and I will see you very soon. Have a great rest of the week. Bye.